Hey y'all, welcome back to the Wentzillah Reboot. I am Wentzillah, and today I want to take this Iron Man right here. Boom, the one from the Spider-Man movie, because I have a Mezco 112 Spidey that I really like. That's pretty much the only Spideys that I have. I have one of the Mafex ones, but all the villains that I have are mostly Legends, Select, stuff like that. Anywho, Iron Man is my favorite, so I pulled this guy out of my Hall of Armor. This is just a Marvel Legends one, so, you know, we could paint it up and make it cool. I always wanted to paint it up, but I saw some really cool artwork. 1/6 scale hot toy thing, and it was just really cool. It inspired me to repaint this. So what I'm going to use is some glossy red on here, gold pen, silver pen, maybe some silver paint from Citadel here and there. And then the head, I'm using the head off of the, was it 10th anniversary? The 10-year Tony that came with the Mark I. I'm using that head. I gave it to my buddy, Gorilla Customs. He's going to repaint the head. And then by the end of this video, this dude will be all looking cool and sexy and fun. And yeah, I mean, I don't love Marvel Legends when it comes to Iron Man, but the figure arts and stuff are great. I mean, he's just a guy in a suit, in a metal suit, so he doesn't always articulate that well. So some of the Reveltech ones are really good. Iron Man, Batman are my number one superheroes. I think it might be because they don't have superpowers. I like Ant-Man too, so it's like all the people that I like. Anywho, I'm going to paint this up real quick, or customize it. Might do some weathering too in some of that line work, because there is a ton of line work. And like I said, I think this... I maybe didn't say it, but I think this was in the 2-pack with Peter Parker. This actual suit, this Marvel Legend. So yeah, I've always wanted to repaint it. So I'm going to quit talking and we're going to repaint this thing. Alright, so Tony is all set. I got all the chrome done. I did the chrome a few times. It still wasn't perfect, but I think it came out pretty shiny. I showed you guys the red that I use. I hope that I can find a better red, just because to me it's great, but it has an alcohol. It's alcohol based. So if the paint's not cured that I already put down, we had some issues with the helmet. The helmet started having some issues. Luckily, he's not going to be wearing it anyway because I have this awesome head. This was repainted. This is the anniversary first 10 years Tony head, and this was repainted by Josh Moyer, Gorilla Customs. I took it to him, and he was like, yeah, I can make it look more realistic and better. So that's what he did. I think he turned out really cool. Like I said, the only things that I used on this was the gold pen and a few of the different millimeters. Is that what they are, millimeters? Yeah, I think they're. So this one's a 1 millimeter. I think they're millimeters as their size. Whatever their sizes are. I have the 1, 2, and 3 size. Now I don't even know which ones are which. But yeah, so I used 3 of those. At some point, I used all 3. The red was from Tamiya, and we got the gold Gundam. This is the only Gundam that I use out of the 5 or 6 pack, which stinks. I gotta spend $13, but this is the best gold, and it cures really quick. It dries in no time. These take a little bit longer. These take some. I usually wait overnight on these. I'm sure if you hit it with some heat or something, but I want them to lay. I want the chrome to lay really nice if possible. Also, you can't touch the chrome with your hands. Like, you guys have never seen me use the gloves before. Well, it's such a big surface. Like when I did the head for Juggernaut, I used the chrome, but then I was weathering the chrome. This I want to look clean, so I had to go over it a few times to make it perfect, the way I want it to be in my collection, because this is for me in my Hall of Armor. Actually, something I'm doing for myself. So the gold cures really fast. The silver, the chrome takes a little bit longer, and you know it doesn't always turn out perfect, but I really like the way it turned out. I'm not going to hit it with any type of sealer or anything like that. You could. I just don't want to take away from any of the detail that there is in the figure. So I think it turned out really well. I'm going to do some shots with him and Spider-Man, and I believe it was Young Bun on Instagram. He does Hot Toys. He did something really cool with the Peter Parker Homecoming, obviously, because that's what this suit's from. And he did something really cool. So I'm going to use my Mezco. And I think those guys look really cool next to each other. The only Mezcos I still have that I even collect are the Spider-Man, because I just like the way that they look when the suit's kind of like bent up and just how it all crunches together. And I think their Spider-Mans look and feel really nice. I feel like they're really close. So, I mean, as far as scale-wise, I think they'll work out really well. So, I'm going to go take some shots, and I hope you guys enjoy all the pictures. I'm going to do a little B-roll of them. And yeah, this guy wasn't a lot of work, just very delicate one to do. So I think he turned out really cool. There's still some spots. I even would like to go through it and hit some of the panel-like lining with some black. I just don't want to mess up the chrome. And that's the only reason why I didn't go with like weathering or anything like that, because I want it to be that bright. I want it to look like a hot toy if possible in this scale. I know it's not crazy to think that, but if you look at the Hot Toy one and you look at this one, they should look pretty close. Well, that's the other thing too, is that Marvel Legends and this actual suit don't line up perfect. I mean, Marvel Legends is a basic version of the suit. The Hot Toys has every single detail. Like, there's some details in this that would be really cool if Hasbro were to do it, but they just didn't do it. There's a lot of detail, don't get me wrong, for $20 that the figure was, or I think it was in a 2-pack, this guy. So, but there's like stuff in the legs that we don't see that they do have on Hot Toys that really make this suit its suit. It's not just another armor repainted. None of Iron Man's suits really are. There's always some function about them or something that is changed or different about the armor. So a lot of people think it's just a repaint. It's not. 47, I mean, it looked sweet. And yeah, so I'm going to take the pictures, and thank you all for stopping by. And remember, be kind to one another. Also, huge thanks to Gorilla Customs. Go check out his Instagram. I'll put it down in the description.